Hey YouTube, fixing the leak, the back leak on the back of the motor on an S600 Mercedes Benz S600 V12. This is part 3. I had part 1, part 2. On part 2 I had to modify it a little bit, cut a few of the things because it was way over 10 minutes. Anyway, just to give you a heads up, it's a good, I don't know how many hours, but it's a good maybe 20, 25, 30 hours job. And to try and do all of that in 30 hours and squeeze it into 5, 6 sections of 10 minutes, it's going to be hard. I'm going to do the best I can. I hope you're going to be able to learn from that something and use that as a guide to help you out if you're running through the same problem. Anyway, make a long story short, I got the manifold out. That's how it looks without the manifold. I had to take all the wire harness. As you can see, all these parts, I had to take them out. It was a good maybe 2 hours to do that because there's a lot of wires. The crankshaft position sensor that sits on the back, that you got to take that out, and you don't have a whole lot of access to stuff. And then there is another wire that goes down to, I think might have been the starter. I don't know, I can't remember. But anyway, one wire was connected to that, and I had to take that out to be able to get the manifold out. So it wasn't an easy job to get the manifold out, but it's doable. You know, it's just time consuming. Also, take on consideration, if you're going to do that job, if you're not a professional mechanic, count on doing it for about maybe 3-4 days, working 6-7 hours a day every day. If you are a professional mechanic, then you should know what you're doing. You don't even have to watch this YouTube. So I got the manifold out, I got the water pump out, bunch of the sensors disconnected. Let me show you a real brief blah, 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 blah. Can't find the word. Anyway, here is the water. Oh man, I'm just tired. I can't come up with the words. I'm sorry, but you know what? Pictures worth 1,000 words. So just look at that. This is the coil pack. It's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 sparks on each one of the sides. This is the controller, all kind of breathing tubes. As you can see, a bunch of them were broken while I'm trying to get them out. Just dry, been in the heat for a long time. So take into consideration that you're going to have to replace a bunch of parts. That's why if you take it to the dealer, you're going to have to pay an arm and a leg for that. These are the manifold gaskets. I'm going to replace them too. This is the manifold. I kind of like positioned everything back where it's got to be with the screws and the nuts. That way I don't lose anything. But when you take the manifold out, you got to take the whole tubing and forgot the name of it anyway. As I said, I can't think about all the words right now. My brain is not functioning. I was working hard. I put about maybe 5 hours into taking that part. Next part, it's going to be valve covers. Or these the valves. God almighty, not only I'm getting old, I can't even concentrate. Maybe after a long day of work, that's what happens. But I'm going to have to take the valves out, valve covers. After I take the valve covers, I'm going to get to the heads. I wanted to show you something. I want you to see what happens when you're not using good fuel. That's something people should put attention to. Let's see if I can focus on that. What about here? Alright. You see all that gunk inside the manifold, inside of the valves? You see that? All that comes from cheap fuel. This guy, whomever I got the car from, or whomever he got the car from, obviously weren't using good fuel. Now, I want to tell you guys, if you drive a car like that, a Mercedes-Benz, and you can't use the top unleaded fuel, then drive a Toyota, buy a Honda, get a Kia. Don't drive a Mercedes with cheap fuel. You're messing up the car, you're polluting the environment, you're destroying your money, you're throwing it to trash. You're going to have so much maintenance and work to do that if you cannot afford the fuel, to put in a German engineered vehicle, just go ahead and drive a freaking cheap other vehicle. But anyway, this is just to show you what happened when you put cheap fuel in your car. All that stuff that builds up on the valves. You can see the valves inside. Everything is full of this carbon monoxide or whatever that is. You can see I'm going to clean all that stuff once I'm done with the car. This car is going to be as good as new. I'm going to change a bunch of tubes, a bunch of parts, clean gaskets, replace gaskets, do a lot of work, replace the spark plugs, everything else. Anyway, are you back? Can I put you on YouTube? Come back. That was my wife. One day I'll show my face too, not just now. But anyway, that's S600 Mercedes. This is part 3. We're going to have a few more parts on that project until we get to over there where the oil leaks comes from. You see the oil, you see how it's wet. But we can't get there yet, so we're not there yet. Anyway, we'll be there. Hopefully I'll be there tomorrow after I get the heads out, and I'll be able to show you where the leak is coming from, so you can make a decision if you want to fix it, take it to the shop, or sell the car. By the way, if you want to sell the car, shoot me a line. I may come. I'm a cheap buster, but I may buy the car from you. These are for the oxygen sensor upstream and downstream. I took this bracket out to be able to get that through the manifold. Otherwise you can't get it out. It's stuck behind the manifold. Shut-off valves, cylinder shut-off valves. Now if you have any question or anything, shoot me a line right there. Write down what you want to know. I have the software, the workshop assistant software for Mercedes. I have friends in the business. I have some knowledge. I can answer your questions. So if you have any questions or anything, write me down. And anyway, I'm going to leave you here. That's part 3. Part 4, we'll come back tomorrow and do the rest of the stuff. Of course, I'll have that on the video. Sorry I talked too much. Enjoy your work, and don't hesitate to do it yourself. Good luck.